my face up close to him, and I start to whimper in sheer terror. For long, agonizing moments, he just looks at me with disgust and hatred, his hands cutting off my breath before he throws me down onto the floor. I land painfully on my front. "How dare you!" He whispers. He crouches over me, turning me over by my shoulder so I have to look up at his furious face, because I've got no chance but to do so. "How dare you talk to me like that? You arrogant, presumptuous little bitch!" I hate when he says bitch. I can never say it like him, because he never says bitch. I don't think he would say bitch. I don't know about all that. He pins me by my throat to the ground, drawing his wand out of his robes and pointing them right at my heart. The fury on his face is enough to kill me on its own. "That's it!" he whispers harshly. "I'm done with you! I've had enough! Ever since I first captured you, it's been nothing but a burden on me!" "What are you going to do?" I whisper, absolutely terrified. "I'm going to do what I should have done when the Dark Lord gave me the option to do it." He mutters fiercely, "I'm going to dispose of you." I gasp in horror. Is the world? Yeah, you weren't expecting this, were you? Death, dude. Fucking death. Sorry. Can't respect myself. I gasp in horror as the world comes crashing down around me. Yes, you shouldn't have come. It's like drunk texting someone. It's never gonna end out the way you want it to. This is the ultimate drunk text. She's being dumb. "Please." And I'm like so serious. I'm like, "Oh, beg for your life." Like, the world comes crashing down around me. "Please, no, you can't. You wouldn't." He slaps me hard across the face again, and I taste blood and tears. And oh god, it's really gonna do it. His skin is colorless, and his face is concrete mask of hate. "Do not presume that you know what I'm capable of," he hisses. "What should it be to me whether you live or die? You're nothing but an abomination." And I start to cry in sheer terror. No. I don't want to die. Please don't let me die. Please. I whisper, and he pushes his wand deep into my throat and his face, angrier than I've ever seen it. His cheeks are pure white. "For too long you have caused me nothing but trouble," he hisses. "Too long have you put your insufferable arrogance and ignorance. It ends here, Mudblood. I am finished with you." Tears roll down the corners of my eyes, falling back into my hair. "Can't kill me. He just can't. After everything we've been through, it's not fair." "Why?" I whisper. "I need to talk some sense into him." Why would you do it after everything?" The tip of his wand pushes further into my throat, almost tearing at it. I gasp out a sob. His eyes are pitiless. "After everything, Mudblood," he laughs dryly. "How dare you presume the parents are united in some way? You pathetic little muggle! There is nothing between us! Nothing! If that's true, then why did you kiss me?" I ask in sheer desperation. His eyes widen without moving his wand. He whispers the curse, "Crucio!" Pain rips through my I'm not gonna read this. Pain rips through my throat throughout my entire body, tearing through me like a chainsaw, gouging through flesh and bone, ripping me apart from the inside out. And I don't care. Nothing in the worse is pain. Nothing is worse than this pain. Nothing. And he said nothing. Okay. She said nothing. He's not a homosexual. Or is he? Okay. Random tangent. Oh my god, did I hit play again? Okay, thank flippin' god. Oh my god, I was not in the mood to read all of it again. He lifts the curse from me. I'm barely able to breathe for the twanging shock. The after trembles through my body. He's still holding through the ground with his wand. Is still planted at my throat. His face is set hard as stone with hate. He looks desperately into my eyes, and I feel the invisible hand of legitimacy roam through my mind, but I barely register it. If I die now, would it really be for the best? Just to be free of this pain, to be free of this relationship? To be free of the agony of my relationship with him? Wouldn't that be sweet mercy? I get to see my parents again. I look into his eyes, their frozen gray lakes. If you look past the cold, frozen surface, you can see the darker depths of the water running beneath it. I don't want to chip the surface of that ice. If I do, I'll fall in and drown. I know I will. But I'm gonna die anyways. Without thinking, I reach up slowly. He doesn't try to stop me. I brush my fingertips into his pale cheek. I brush my fingertips onto his pale skin. I was gonna say skin, even though it's not what's said. The skin is so warm under my fingers. I lace them further so that my entire palm lies against his face. I can't understand his expression. He looks at me so intently that I feel almost violated by his stare. It's enough for me. I bring my hand down from his face and I start to pray, even though God gave up on me when Lucius Malfoy first apparated into my bedroom back home. Kill me, Lucy, I whisper. And he set me off. He snarls with absolute rage. I've never seen him look so terrifying. His nostrils are flaring, his breath is harsh. God, he's gonna do it. He's really gonna murder me right here, right now. He stands up and wrenches me up, dragging me across the room. His hand entangled in my hair. The pain of it makes me cry out, and I kick myself across the room to help him drag me along. Anything to stop the pain. Anton was right. You are a whore. He mutters savagely. If you ever behave like this again, then believe me, I really will murder you. Yeah, you know what? I want to be that guy right now. I'm gonna be that guy right now. Just you, if you really didn't like the way she was acting, you would have killed her like you so quote wanted to. But you don't really want to quote kill her because you are quote in love with her, unquote. That's my quote. I said that right now. I don't know why I put it in quotations. It's not like he says that later or anything. What? That's silly. What? Lucius Malfoy doesn't love people? That's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. You know, he never tells his wife he loves her. Like, how fucked up is that? It's pretty fucked up. Just want to put it out. Anyways, this is really telling because even he's like so mad at her and she's like, blah, 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 blah. You like me and you want me and we kiss and it happens. He's like, I'm gonna kill you because I'm so mad. And it's like, you're not really mad because you're like, well, warnings are really what affects people the most. Not action, just warnings. And it's like, I really will murder you. And it's like, no, you won't. Let's not play that game. You're not gonna kill anybody, Luce. You're total pansy ass whore. And by pansy ass, I mean just for Hermione. And I don't really... Can I just say that I don't understand why he likes her? I mean, I get that she's smart and she's really pretty in the movies, but she's not really pretty in the books. And I don't know if they're basing it off of Emma Watson or how Hermione's actually supposed to look. Like, I get it if it's Emma Watson, because Emma Watson, even if you like painted her with dirt and like covered in feces, she'd probably still be pretty. But like, the actual Hermione's not supposed to be pretty at all. So it's kind of like, oh, I get that it's not all about being pretty. And she's hella smart. And she tests him. She pokes at him. Pokes. But I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't let her get under his skin. You know what I mean? He like lets her. I mean, he doesn't let her. I mean, he beats the shit out of her. But I mean, he like, I don't know. He listens to her. Like, he listens to what she's saying about him. Because it's true. What she says about him is true. What he does hide under a mask of his own creation so that no one will get close to him, and he is mad at her. That's why he hates her, because she gets him and because they're close and because he doesn't understand what's going on, that he can be so different around someone that he's supposed to hate but doesn't. You know what I mean? And yeah, I get this book so hardcore. I read it like twice now, and I'm just like, you know, really, 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 really hardcore shit about the plot. You know, coming out to my mouth. Oh, he's about to say some mean shit. Okay. He stops as he reaches the door. He holds and he holds me up closer to him. I can see every line of fury on his pale face as he stares at me with eyes that are hard and cold, pure fury. It would be all too easy for me, he mutters endlessly. After all, it's not as if you mean anything to me. He pulls the door open and throws me out of his room. I fall to the ground, landing on my front, so I can't see his face. But I hear him close the door behind me, slamming it in his rage. Yeah, 'cause that's not obvious, can't I? I lie on the ground, not lifting my head up, and I start to cry out of the shock and pain of sheer humiliation. I just want to disappear into the cold stone floor. I never, ever want to have to face him again. How could I? How could I after what he said? After I said that, sorry. How could I? How could I have? Why? How could I have said? Okay, sorry. I was trying to make that into something else. How could I? How could I have said that to him? What was I hoping to achieve? I don't want to answer that question. I don't want to answer it. I'm so stupid. Stupid. His pureblood supremacy, bollocks, is hardly going to give away from me, is it? He hates me. He hates me more than anything or anyone. Granger? My heart stops. Oh no. I drag my head up. Yes. By the way, yes, it is happening. Draco stands in front of me, looking down at me. He looks afraid and disgusted. He steps up closer. I don't move. I've never seen him look younger than he looks now. He's always looked older than he is. When he was in our 6th year, I always thought he looked more like about 20. But now he looks like a little boy. Now he looks like the little boy he was when I first knew him. What's going on? He asks, although I'm sure he doesn't really want to know the answer to his own question. Draco, it isn't! I gasp. But then something happens to make the whole situation 10 times worse. Draco! You're not going to bed already, are you? Bellatrix's voice rings out from the... Yes, it is happening, by the way. The shit is all coming into play. This is such a cool chapter. Anybody else enjoy chapter 23, by the way? Chapter 23 is one of my faves. I say that like every chapter. I don't know what that's about. No, in the middle I fucking hate like all the 30s. I'm like, shut up. I don't know. It gets really like... Okay, I won't spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything. The shit does go down, and the shit's not what we want. Anyways, Bellatrix's voice. I know I'm like cliffhanger, and then I'm like talking about shit that I can't even talk about because it'll ruin the part of the book that you haven't gotten to. Bellatrix's voice rings out of the darkness behind Draco. You're being extremely rude to your guest, you know. Just like your father. Her voice trails off as she comes into view. Her eyes rest on mine. They widen in shock. And then I really do start to shake. Her gaze flickers between me and Lucius's door. How did you get out here, Mother? She whispers.